How do you integrate so much reading into your daily life? Today I'm going to bring you through what a day in my life looks like and how I integrate and prioritize reading in my routine. So this is the book that I'm currently reading, My Dark Vanessa. I'm more than halfway through. I spent an hour reading in the morning. That's something that I've been doing for the past week, kind of turning it into a habit. The first thing that I do when I wake up is grab my book and read for as long as I feel like that day. Usually it's about the first hour of the morning. I'm just reading in bed and it kind of slowly wakes me up. And then I get up and I do my whole routine, but it just feels like a good start to the day. And then you can look back on that and say, wow, I've already read so many pages today, or I've already read for an hour today. It's just getting that habit done first thing in the morning. It's the same with working out or eating a good meal or showering. Whatever it is, doing it first thing in the morning will set the tone for the rest of the day. It feels really productive, and it feels better than if I were to scroll on my phone for an hour. I actually look forward to it. Like the night before, I'm looking forward to my little reading session in the morning. I think it also depends on the book you're reading. Like I'm really interested in this book, so I'm like looking forward to any chance I can get to read to it. So it's important to find a book that excites you. A kind of synopsis or update of this book so far. It's pretty wild. It's unlike anything I've ever read. If you don't know, this is My Dark Vanessa. It's about a 15-year-old girl, a high school student, who gets groomed by her 45-year-old English teacher. And it's from her perspective as a 15, 16, 17-year-old as she's growing up. And then it also flashes forward to her as a 36-year-old. And you kind of see how it's impacted her life, how everything has unfolded. But her, from the perspective of while the grooming is happening, she's like brainwashed. It's frustrating. It's gross. It's crazy that someone went to the depths of writing as a predator, and it's really icky at some points. There's also been a few plot twists where I'm like, did that really happen? I'm like 80% through. I have this much left, and my goal is to finish reading it today. So I'm gonna bring you guys along that journey, and maybe I'll end it off with some of my thoughts once I'm done. And I'm a really slow reader, so that will probably take me a few hours. I wish I was quicker at reading, but in order to like understand and fully digest the information, I do read really slow. Anyway, I am roasting in this sun. I feel like my cheeks are getting red, and this is really highlighting how pale I am. Anyway, let's get reading. Okay, so I got a good little reading session in there. I read about 15 pages, and then I just stopped at the most recent point. The chapters are really long, so I pretty much have to stop like in the middle of something happening because there's no like good stopping point, and some of the chapters are like 50 pages long. So I'm gonna go make breakfast. It's 12. It's not even morning anymore, but I haven't had breakfast yet, so I'm gonna go do that, and then I'm probably gonna read more. Surprise, surprise. But I'm really into it, and once I get like within the last 100 pages of a book, I start to feel the pressure of like, I need to finish it. And then I start kind of like rushing and just trying to finish it, which isn't good. I should just enjoy and savor and appreciate it, but I'm like rushing because I want to get my Goodreads review in. It's like one of the most exciting things about finishing a book for me is writing it on my Goodreads, giving it a star rating, writing a review, and then having it go towards my Goodreads goal. My goal for Goodreads this year is 25 books for 2025, but I've already read 6 books this year. So I feel like I could probably do more, and I really hope I do because I'm feeling good about reading recently. I'm gonna go make breakfast and I'll check back in. So I just finished my breakfast. I'll probably insert a little clip. It was delicious, little tofu scramble. Anyways, I want to get back to reading. This is just gonna be a whole video of me reading in the same spot but all different times during the day. But you know when you just get in a reading grind, or you're so close to the end of the book and you just want to push through? That is where I'm at, and nobody is gonna stop me. I feel like when I get in a reading grind, there's like immediately a horrible reading slump after, just to compensate for it and to even it out. It's like I can never be in a reading grind for a prolonged period of time. If you're in a reading slump, my tips would be to watch like reading content, book talk, reading booktube, whatever, to get you inspired. Hear people's book recommendations, hear them talking about it. I find that like piques my interest into reading again and can inspire me. And if that means buying a new book that was recommended to me, that might just be it. Another thing is trying to find a book that's really interesting to you. Don't try to read something just because it's impressive but it's really boring and it's making you like hate every second of reading. That will not get you anywhere. I find that like with classics, everyone wants to read classics, but for me at least, it's really boring. And the way the writing is, I'm not a very poetic person, so I don't appreciate stuff like that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Can we get to the point? And that kind of snuffs out my interest in reading, especially if I'm already feeling slackish towards reading. So yeah, find something light, something engaging, something that will get you actually started reading, and then it'll become a habit and you'll enjoy it again. If anyone else has some recommendations for how to get out of a reading slump, or like specific books they would recommend for getting out of a reading slump, let me know. I would really appreciate it, and I'm sure other people would too. So definitely comment that down below. But let's get on with video. Let's read. Some of these sentences are disturbing. Let's just say that. Okay, hello. It is the next day. I didn't get the chance to finish that book yesterday because I was out all night and then I was too tired to read. But I finished it this morning. My final thoughts are, it was kind of sad seeing this whole situation ruin her life, but it did end on a good note, so I feel like the story is complete and it wasn't like a earth-shattering ending. Anyway, I left my Goodreads rating on it. I gave it a 4-star. It's hard to rate a book like this when it's just like so dark and gross. It's like, yeah, this book is good. It's bad, but it's good. Like, you know what I mean? Good book, good writing, pacing, all that. Be prepared, it's dark stuff. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. That's how I'm gonna end off this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more bookish content, leave a comment down below, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.